Hi Scorpio, it's Mel. Welcome to your January 2020 general reading for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. Alright, Scorpio. What I'm seeing from the oracle cards that I have laid out in front of me, it seems like January is going to be a month where you're going to start being a little bit easier on yourself, which is good. You're going to be going with the flow, finding peace in non-action. I feel like in the past you were trying to keep a lot of things under control, feeling like you were running out of time, or that there were a lot of things that were unfinished, you weren't meeting the deadlines. And now January feels like, you know what? I'm just gonna let whatever happens happen. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. So let's look at the tarot. Oh, before I say anything else, the number 3 is going to be very significant for you guys. I have it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And I only have 5 cards laid out here. So if you see the number 3, just know you are on the right path, or you're on your way. We have the Chariot in the reverse. Like I said, in the past, there's been an issue with feeling like you're running out of time, like you're not getting to where you want to go fast enough. You're not making things happen fast enough. And I feel like the new month ahead brings you the opportunity to find peace and calmness with not really moving forward, not really making anything happen, just going with the flow a little bit. We also have the Star card. There's a lot of healing in that regard. You may have Capricorn in your chart, because this feels very Capricorn like to me, like the feeling like you need to achieve, the feeling like you need to accomplish things 24/7, not really giving yourself time to rest. Thank God you're finally doing this, because I feel like you're gonna need to recharge your batteries for all the opportunities that are coming your way, because there's a lot of potential and a lot of new things coming your way that you don't really expect, but they're on their way. There's a lot of situations that you left unfinished in the past. You are in the process of releasing yourself from them. A lot of you still hold deep feelings towards that, feelings that you're trying to remove or you're trying to get rid of. For some of you, it may be feelings of resentment or feelings like just anger that things didn't work out the way that you wanted them to. 5 of Wands. A lot of you felt like you were trying your hardest to make something happen, that you were in competition with others, that you couldn't quite keep up. So I feel like January, it's like burnout, You're throwing in the towel, whatever. It's done, it's done. If it's unfinished, it's unfinished. If it's not meant for me, it's not meant for me. If the deadline comes and I haven't completed it, because I feel like this deadline is self-imposed, you're just like, you know what? It's fine, whatever. A lot of you are gonna be kind of isolating yourself a little bit in the month of January, kind of going within, trying to find some wisdom, some insight into everything that happened in the past year. I feel like there is a need for you to process everything that happened. A lot of you, especially with some sort of relationship, I have Cancer, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Virgo. But there is someone who got cut off, or perhaps you cut them off, Scorpio. You're just trying to process everything, letting the situation unfold the way that it wants to unfold, no longer trying to, hold it together, or like trying to make something happen where it doesn't want to fit, it doesn't want to stay. A lot of you may be very tempted to walk back towards a certain situation that wasn't moving forward, perhaps with an earth sign, tempted to go back to someone who you feel like you're detaching yourself from, but you have bouts where you're like, you know what, I want to, do I really want to give up on it for good? There's definitely a sense of nostalgia in all of this, because I do feel like January is going to be a very self-reflective month, a month with a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, very emotional. But I feel like through it all, you will be finding peace within, with, accepting that Perhaps things were meant to work out the way that you thought that they were. And understanding that everything, there is a silver lining in everything, you know, where something doesn't work out, another thing does. I feel like a lot of you were putting all your eggs in one basket and feeling like if this one thing didn't work out, then, you know, it's all over. This is the worst tragedy in the world. For a lot of you, this is a relationship that perhaps didn't work out. I have fire, earth, like I said, Aquarius, Cancer. But you felt like, you know what, if this doesn't work out, then what do I do? What do I do? When in reality, you have a lot of other things going for you that perhaps you took for granted for some of you. This could be friends, family. And I feel like January gives you a time to really reflect on that. And that provides healing as well, because you're not going to be feeling alone. Yeah. Five of Cups in the reverse and the Star. Healing. You're moving forward. It feels like you've been in this period of hurt for a long time, in this period of feeling anger and resentment towards your person, but you are moving away from it. Oh, sorry. You are moving away from it slowly but surely. And I feel like what really will help you is looking to where things are going right with the Three of Cups there. Because there's at least one thing going right in your life, Scorpio. At least one. All right, Devil. Yeah, you have so many healing cards, Scorpio. The Devil and Temperance. You won't have to hide away from your feelings anymore. You won't have to ignore your feelings anymore. You want to know why? Because the feelings aren't as strong as they once were. So they don't have that much power over you. Not anymore. You have power over your emotions. Or you will be finding that power in your emotions. You're letting yourself listen to your emotions, feel everything that you need to feel, and move forward from there. And that's what healing is. You have so many healing cards. So many. But it wouldn't be a Scorpio reading unless there's a little bit of holding on still. We have the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. A lot of you still feel some sort of resentment. I have to say it. Some sort of resentment or some sort of anger toward your person. There's definitely some bitterness here. Okay? There is definitely, you know, a sour taste in your mouth. It's not as harsh as it once was, but it's still kind of there. It still kind of stinks. And you may feel like this person appears to be very happy without you. You may be seeing on social media that they're happy. They're maybe with someone else or glowing, whatever it is. And you feel like you're watching from the sidelines. You feel like you can never get them back because you have competition. You feel anger with yourself for letting this person go, or perhaps not really fighting for it as hard as you thought that you should have. But that's only like a little glimpse. And then you have another thought and suddenly you're just moving forward. You're moving along. The Hermit here tells me that you're going to be finding a lot of wisdom in self-reflection and in really understanding why everything happened the way that it happened. Make sure to not turn away from your hurt, from these feelings, because they are here to help you. You really need to process them. You really need to process the feelings. We have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Hermit. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this person will be coming back around perhaps to say something to you. I don't really see anything progressing long term, because with the Three of Swords here, it seems like they have something hurtful or mean to say, which, you know, if you have something like that to say, don't say anything at all. The Capricorn is healing from whatever happened between you two. They feel just as hurt as you do. The Cancer has moved on to something else. Okay. Last card is the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. It could be a younger earth sign that you were dealing with, like I said, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But I feel like there is going to be some sort of communication here. You may be tempted to go back, but at the same time, I feel like this gives you the opportunity to visualize the relationship for what it truly was and kind of release it. I feel like it's just the last release, Scorpio. And I know you've been feeling this for a long time. I know you've been feeling stuck, hurt, betrayed for a long time. Like you were done wrong and you can never get whatever you want in life. Specifically when it comes to relationships. But there's a lot of healing in the month of January. A lot. What advice do we have for Scorpio, please, in the month ahead? The Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Swords. I do feel like someone's going to return to communicate with you, but it may be a little bit too late. I feel like you're going to be moved on, or you're not going to be wanting to try again. You feel like once the relationship is done and it's over, it's done and it's over. You know, there's no going back. Because there is a lot of anger still here. So I feel like there is a conversation coming your way, but you're just going with the flow and you're keeping it moving, which looks very, very good. So Scorpio, that was your reading for January. I hope it resonated and I'll see you next time. All the best. Bye for now.